Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a divisional matchup in the NFC South between two proven wideouts. It's Julio Jones going up against Brandon Cooks.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. On first down, Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Brady to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one better. Here's Ryan to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. James Harrison. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On second down, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points.
On it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down following the run. From midfield, here's Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Goes underneath here to White, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now Brady throwing on second down, going underneath for Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Going to give it to Freeman. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. It's Freeman looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, Freeman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. On second down, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brady will try again on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 3rd down, Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. To throw on third down. Brady throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and goal to go now. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan as the first half is winding down. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the... Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Ryan on second down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Alan Branch busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, you make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
On first down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter. As he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, come your way.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brady now to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. First down, Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Goes underneath here to White. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the back goes into motion. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And right side, caught Hogan. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 14 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Freeman. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Again, it'll be Freeman. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 and goal. They come out here in the eye. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side. Get that high hop. and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. To throw is Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. And how about that? He missed it. Won't matter much in the final shakedown, but a bizarre way to end this victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.